My name is DC. I'll be giving a match analysis for Nigeria versus Mozambique in the AFCON 2025. All right, let's get into this. This was a goal, even though it was ruled offside. Already we can see too close, yet the ball has evaded them. Unfortunately, the highlights are from here, so I can't really see what happened. Huge disconnect. You see that there? Anyway, let's play this on. This goal was ruled offside, by the way, but we just want to see if there's anything that could be prevented. All right, so it looks like it's going to. Oh, I thought it was. Oh, sorry. That was completely something else. Now let's get into the proper, analysis. All right, so long ball, right? No pressure at all. I know that he's somewhere there, but you don't want to give someone a chance to play no easy balls, easy in short. And yeah, it went from there to there, and then this guy was unchallenged, and then already seen, even before it goes further, there's this gigantic gap. Most likely he should have been, sorry, he should have been somewhere here. Then he could have been where he's standing. So he goes there, and then you have the midfielders in front of them. This is why it's so important to have cover, and the fact that there are three players just right here, three Nigerian players, and no Mozambique player in between them. Concerning, right? He lays it off, and then now the space just moves. It was here. Now they're going to cover that space, which means they'll create more space here. And then, like, you put yourself in these really awkward situations because really this is a 3-on-2. He's behind the ball. Only thing he can do is foul. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And they're running backwards, which means they're not helping each other. He is focused on the ball. He's forgotten one of the best strikers in Africa. Osimhen is right behind him. And this is a good play. And as usual, two players will try and run for the ball, and it will either go in between the player's legs or just right across him to Osimhen, who is free. But fortunately enough, by the time the ball is played, Osimhen is offside. It's played, nothing much could have been done, and that's an easy tap in. But really good gameplay. It's just a really good play from Nigeria. It's just unfortunate that it was ruled offside because that did deserve a goal. Once again, he will be on the ball, no pressure. The same thing has repeated itself. And to make matters worse, I mean, the whole team is basically here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm sure there's a back line. Just that's just in a straight line. I mean, if you're going to make it, if you're going to play like this, at least make it hard for either someone to play the ball or someone to receive the ball. You can't just make it easy for both. You really can't, because there's no way it's easy for someone to receive the ball and then it's easy for someone to like. Those are just two things you don't really want to happen. You don't want to make it that easier on the other team. He has the ball. I mean, that's way too easy. And then, like, they start running backwards. They are so deep, yet they are still, being running behind. Osimhen, one of the best strikers in Africa, he's not really being marked. We all know that because, unfortunately, he's in a situation where he has to turn his head. And at this point, get your arm out. Make sure that your arm is actively touching Osimhen. If you're not touching Osimhen, take a look at Osimhen because he might have just run past you. And like it was so easy, like just like he should have fouled him. He should not have let him get that far. He probably should have fouled him to avoid, unnecessary problems. Unfortunately, he does not do that at all. Then it's played in for Lookman, and then it's just it's just too easy. There's no cover from the midfield in front of the defense, but also there's no pressure from the first balls that are passed, and that's an easy finish for Lookman. It really is. Let's head on to the next goal. It's a situation where there's no cover for the defense, so they have to make certain decisions. Because even here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. The ball has been played forward. Unfortunately, from where exactly? So boom, already this is a problem. I mean, he has so much space to do whatever he wants. So, and if he goes, that means he will immediately exploit that space. But you know what? He should go because there's no one else. He should immediately be sprinting to try and cut whatever Lookman is doing out. If possible, foul him. This player here will be covered by him, hopefully. And Osimhen, he's not being marked, and I don't think the player is catching up to Osimhen. Lookman takes the ball. Like, I hate it when people put themselves in such a situation because either you commit or you just stay. What do I mean by this? It's either you go and try to defend that ball, or you just maintain your position so that you help in defending this particular area. So what he's done, he's put himself in no man's land. Not close enough to block this, not close enough to help here. So as they say, work done equals to zero. I mean, and then he's putting his hands behind his back even before, like there's just too, he should be getting closer. Like he's too far away from the ball to be putting his hands behind his back. And then they've let again. Best striker in Africa. He's not being marked because he's behind him. And remember, you can't mark what's behind you. Even him, he's in so much free space. I mean, Mozambique are all over the place defensively. Yeah, I mean, Osimhen, easy finish. That's an easy finish for Osimhen. Like here, instead of putting his hands behind his back, he could have rushed out towards that. He doesn't. He even allows him to do a little arc so that it helps him cross the ball. Osimhen, when was not being marked, number five could have done better. This is why at certain times, whilst he was with the ball, number five could have gotten goal side. By goal side, he should have been nearer to the goal. He should have been defending from here rather than here. Because if he's heading from here, he can't really head it behind him. He can only hope to head it either wide of the goal or right on top of the goal. He can't really take the ball anywhere else, right? And even then, like doesn't even like there was no chance. Just the defense so porous. No one trying to go and prevent certain goals from happening. Otherwise, Mozambique really struggled here. All right, two players going to get one ball. What's mostly likely going to happen? They're going to get in each other's way. Osimhen, the guy that has just come from scoring, unmarked in the box. Let's see what happens. And so I know that it's not intentional, but still, that's the weirdest thing ever. So two of them went, and then now they've actually helped him because if he wasn't there, I don't think that would have happened. That's why in these instances, it's important to just stay a little back. You don't want to be like on the same line because if he gets past one, he's going past both. You just want to be even just here, just behind him, so that in case of anything, if he goes this way, you can cover. If he goes that way, your teammate can rush, and you can also rush in to support him because at that point he's taking the ball away from goal, and you want to continue that movement, right? You want him to be going away from goal. That happens, and at this point, Osimhen raises his hand. As of seen, no one is marking Osimhen. He is also unmarked. Like, how is this? How is it so chaotic in the box? Lookman plays a ball, and then easy goal for Osimhen. What could have been done? Immediately that deflection went through. Either one of these two, oh, sorry, either one of them could have rushed towards that. He could have rushed here. He probably could have rushed there. But let's see what they do. They hesitate. And then, yeah, you see that? He was standing and then he just decides to run. If he just ran immediately, that deflection happened, trust me, he would have reached. Easy ball played. No one's marking Osimhen. Osimhen scores again. I mean, Mozambique really punished themselves. All right. I mean, yeah, I'm not even going to address this because it's so obvious. At this point, you are trying to pressure the ball. What you don't want to do is to encourage a pass inside. So take a big step here, and then you want him to run down the line. Because that's the path that's not directly to go. So what I mean by that, all right. So yeah, that's a horrible line. Let me draw this. This is there, right? All right, so this is the middle of the pitch. What you don't want is progression happening within this area. What you want most of the time is for the player to push it out wide or just to push it in this area, low angle of scoring, and then it's also harder for them to put out a cross. Instead, he's just watching. He watches. Okay, he lays it off. So Lookman, this is a easy 1-2. I can even see it from here. As you can note, the line is bending like that, so they're playing him on side. I can see an easy 1-2 here. Pass. He gets it. All right, what can he do immediately? So that's what you want to do, right? So now at this point, pressure him shoulder to shoulder. Make sure that if he's taking a shot, he's very uncomfortable. It's either as he pulls his leg back, you give him a shoulder bar so that he's off balance and he properly misses that. This is just too obvious, bait. It's too obvious. He should have known. So he's dragging him in. He's dragging him in. At this point, just don't try to get the ball. Try to get the man. I don't mean to foul him, but I mean to gain contact. Because if you have contact with him, he's most likely also going to try and win that, shoving match by going shoulder to shoulder. So at this point, get close to him. It doesn't matter if it's towards the ball. What matters is that he should not be comfortable with the ball. I mean, just a little shimmy step, and then he whacks it into the back of the net. I don't know. I may have a bit of a problem with the way the goalkeeper, he goes down. So it is at the near post. Now look at the keeper. I think if he just jumped out wide, he would have saved that. I see what he's trying to do, but nah, I should have just jumped out wide. Otherwise, that's my match analysis. I mean, this was an easy match for Nigeria. I think we all knew they were winning. It was just a matter of how many goals they would win by. Otherwise, good match. Go to Nigeria, they're qualified for the next knockout, and we'll see what happens there. Otherwise, that's been my match analysis. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.